President Emmerson Mnangagwa enjoys an 8% points lead on opposition rival Nelson Chamisa going into general elections on August 23, but none of the men has a sufficient vote to win the election outright, according to a new poll released on Monday. The Afrobarometer poll shows Mnangagwa ahead with 35% and Chamisa trailing on 27 points in a previous Afrobarometer poll released in June 2022. Mnangagwa was on 30% and Chamisa was on 33%. To win a presidential election outright, a candidate needs 50% plus one vote. In a hypothetical parliamentary election, the survey puts ZANU-PF at 35% to the CCC's 26%. Afrobarometer says 27% of the 2,400 people surveyed refused to review their voting intentions in the presidential race, and 20% of the respondents also would not indicate how they would vote in a parliamentary election. Afrobarometer said the survey conducted by the Mass Public Opinion Institute of Zimbabwe is a plus or minus 2% margin of error at 90% confidence level. Political analyst Philan Zamchia said, in a trend of voting trends, the survey shows a decline in support for the opposition and a surge in support for the ruling ZANU-PF. However, a significant number of respondents, 26% and 27% presidential, refused to review their preferences for the parliamentary and presidential elections respectively. This is not surprising in an oppressive environment. Opposition supporters are more likely to fear expressing their political affiliation compared to ruling party members in authoritarian contexts. Nevertheless, it is not a given that all those who refuse to say their preference would vote for the CCC unless they tell us so. The good news for CCC, though, is that this base of potential voters is huge enough to swing the vote in their favor and win both at parliamentary and presidential level. That is, if they do the right things and the environment becomes relatively free and fair. ZANU-PF's poll lead is all the more surprising as the same survey showed 65% of respondents, representing nearly 2/3 of the population, thought throughout the country is going in the wrong direction, and a large majority of 69% said the country's economic situation is fairly bad or very bad. 8 in 10 respondents said they were registered voters, and 63% of them said they are interested in elections and will most likely vote on August 23. At least 59% expressed fear of becoming victims of political violence. Unemployment 46%, management of the economy 35%, and infrastructure development were top of the list of citizens concerned going into the election. In 2018, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission announced Mnangagwa had a clear majority in the first round of the vote with 51.44% to Chamisa's 45.07%, but the opposition accused the elections body of cooking up fingers. The Constitutional Court tossed the results challenged by Chamisa. Afrobarometer describes itself as a pan-African non-partisan research project which measures attitudes on democracy and governance in 39 African countries. It was formed in 1999.